Hello everyone, welcome to UN Digital class. Myself Ms. Subhasmita Das, faculty in Department of Statistics. In the previous class we have discussed about the probability distributions, what a distribution is, what is the probability distributions and what is the types of the distributions like the discrete probability distributions and the continuous probability distributions. There are different types of discrete probability distributions. One of them, let's start with some of the easiest probability distributions like the Bernoulli distributions. It quite easier to understand than it sounds. Means the Bernoulli distribution, which is invented by a statistician called Bernoulli, and Bernoulli distribution, suppose let's understand by with an example. At the beginning of a cricket match, how do you know who is going to be bat or ball first? By taking a toss, right? Then if the toss is resulting a head, then it is a successful event and you are going to bat first. If the toss is a tail, then you are going, it is a failure event and you are going to ball first. Then there are only two outcomes, which is 1 and 0, which is there are only two outcomes, which is 1 and 0, where 1 represents to the successful event and 0 represent to the unsuccessful event, which is equally replies that the failure of the event means the failure. It is success and 0 represents to the failure. Means let's taking an example like let x is a random variable. If it is follows only the two values like 0 and 1, which is the success and failure, then the probability of success, which is denoted as p, and the probability of failure, which is equally denoted as 1 minus p, is q. Then probability of success and probability of failure. By taking these two variables, by taking these two values, we are form a distribution that is called as a Bernoulli distributions. Then in case of Bernoulli distributions, there are the probability of success which is equal to the probability of failure, that is 0.5, but it is need not to be always equal to the probability of success to the probability of failure. As we know, in case of Bernoulli distributions, let us take a random variable x which provide the two values like 0 and 1. P is called as the probability of success and q is called as the probability of failure. Then the probability mass function in case of the Bernoulli distribution is given by p probability of x is equal to x, which is equal to p to the power x into 1 minus p to the power 1 minus x, which is p to the power x for the probability of success and 1 minus p, which is equally denoted as the failure, which is 1 minus p to the power 1 minus x, where x values lies between only the two values, that is 0 and 1 and 0 otherwise. So Bernoulli distributions, we can say that Bernoulli distribution is defined by only the two values of the random variable x, which is equal to 0 and 1, but the probability of success and the probability of failure is need not to be likely always equal. Means let taking at an example, the fight between me and Undertaker, it is pretty much sure that the success of the Undertaker, which is 85%, where the success of mine is 15%. Let's understand by with a graphical presentation. I taking at the x axis and y axis, where the success of my success in our fight, which is 0.15, and the success of Undertaker, which is 0.85, and here is only the two variables, that is x is equal to 0 and 1, success and failure. So here we can understand that the probability of success is not equal to the probability of failure. That exactly what I mean, that Bernoulli distributions need not to be equal. In case of Bernoulli distributions, the probability of success is need not to be equal to the probability of failure. Then let's go to the expected value of the Bernoulli distributions. Expected value means what exactly it is expect, means what exactly it sounds. Means the expected value means if I punch you, then I may expect you punch me back. That's why the expected value of a distribution is also known as the mean of the distributions. That way the expected value of x is equal to 1 into p plus 0 into 1 minus p, where 1 for the success and 0 for the failure, and p for the probability of success and 1 minus p for the probability of failure. That's why all total the expected value means the mean of the Bernoulli distribution, which is comes out to be p, and then the variance of the Bernoulli distribution is given by expectation of x square minus expectation of x row square. This is the formula of the variance, which is equal to expectation of x square means p minus p square, which is equal to p into 1 minus p. Then the mean and variance of the Bernoulli distribution is given by p, and p into variance is equal to p into 1 minus p. There are many examples of Bernoulli distributions, like you can take that whether it will be rain tomorrow or not, where the rain is symbol as the success and no rain, which is symbol as the failure. Then the Bernoulli distribution is a very important distribution which also gives rise to many distributions like the binomial distributions. After the Bernoulli distributions, there comes the binomial distribution, which is a very important distribution in the discrete probability distributions, and which comes from the binomial distributions, comes from the Bernoulli distribution, and is invented by James Bernoulli. Then binomial distributions also takes the two variables like 0 and 1, which is means success and failure. Let's understand this distribution by taking an example. Let's go back to the cricket again. If you toss a coin and it represents to a head, means that is a successful event, and if you again toss the coin and this time you lost, means it is a failure of the event. That means if you are tossing a coin today and you won the toss, that represent to the tossing of a coin tomorrow is also winning the toss, means the event happening at the previous does not influence the event happening at the present, means there is no trial is dependent, means the every trial in the binomial distribution which is independent of each other. The happening of the previous event does not influence the happening of the present event. That means there are only two outcomes, head denotes the success and tail denotes the failure. But in case of binomial distribution, you have to tossing the coin repeatedly. But in case of Bernoulli distribution, what we can do, that only the two values, that is 0 and 1, you have to only toss the coin once. But in case of binomial distribution, you can toss the coin n number of times. So that binomial distribution called as a n times Bernoullian distribution. It is also defined as a n times Bernoullian distributions, where the probability of getting a head, which is represented as P, and the probability of getting a tail, means the probability of getting a head which is represent to a successful event, and the probability of getting a tail which is represent to a failure event, which is also equal, means the probability of getting a head is equal to 0.5, where the probability of getting a tail is equal to 0.5, means the tossing of a coin, there are only two times, whether it is tail or it is head, means there are only two outcomes. Then what is the probability of getting a head? It is equal to 1 by 2. And what is the probability of getting a tail? It is equal to also 1 by 2. So the probability of getting a head is equal to 0.5, which is equal to the probability of getting a tail. As we know, in case of Bernoulli distributions, the probability of a head and tail, means the probability of success and failure, need not to be equally likely. It is similar also the binomial distributions, that the outcomes need not to also be equally likely. Means we have to, means we can only the exact example, the only example of the binomial distribution is not about the tossing of a coin. It depends upon only the two outcomes, like the success or failures, and the outcomes need not to be equally likely, means there are many number of outcomes, where in case of Bernoulli distributions there are only two outcomes, which is 0 and 1, but in case of binomial distributions there are also n number of outcomes, means you can tossing the coin, that is the n numbers. That's why binomial distributions, otherwise known as, is n times Bernoullian trials. On the basis of the previous explanation, binomial distribution possesses certain properties, like each trial is independent, that I already said, means the trial of the previous event does not influence the trial of the present event, means the past outcomes does not influence the present outcomes, and there are only two possible outcomes, either success and failure. As we know, binomial distribution is derived from the Bernoulli distributions, that is, there are only two possible outcomes, either success and failure. A total number of n identical trials are conducted, means in case of Bernoulli distributions there are only two outcomes, means once we toss the coin, that is 0 and 1, but in case of binomial distributions we can toss that coin n number of times, which is known as the n identical trials are conducted, means the n number of Bernoullian trials. Then the probability of success and failure is same for all the trials, means in case of binomial distributions the probability of success and failure for all the trials which is same, and the trial must be identical. Then the mathematical representation of the binomial distribution means the probability mass function of the binomial distribution is given by probability of x is equal to x, means x carries the individual values or the specific values, then which is n factorial divided by n minus x factorial into x factorial, p to the power x into q to the power n minus x, p to the power x for the success event and probability of success, and q to the power n minus x for the failure event, means probability of failure, where n is the number of of independent trials, and which is also written as NCX p to the power x q to the power n minus x, where x lies between 0 to n, because we are conducted binomial distribution having the n independent trials. Then the mean and variance, as we know the expected value of the binomial distribution is given by mean is equal to n into p, which is equal to np, where n is the number of independent trials and p is the probability of success, and variance is equal to n into p into q, which is equal to n is the number of independent trials, p is the probability of success, q is the probability of failure. Let us understand the binomial distributions by taking an example. In case of A, B and C, there are 3 curves where P is the 0.5 and N is equal to 20, and B in case of B is equal to 0.7 and N is equal to 20, and in C curve B is equal to 0.5 and N is equal to 40, means where P is the probability of success and N is the number of independent trials. So in case of A curve, P is equal to 0.5 and N is equal to 20, that it is lies between this part from the 20, and the mean value, which is the expected value of binomial distribution, which is lies exactly at the 10. Okay, then in case the P curve, which is P is equal to 0.7 and when N is equal to 20, where N is the number of independent trials, when is the P curve lies between this curve and which is the expected value is lies between at the 20. Then C is equal to P is equal to 0.5, N is equal to 40, which the curve is lies like this, and the mean value which is lies at 20. In this graph we can show that, or we can explain that when the number of independent trials are increased, then the curve is shifted towards the right. Like we can see that if n is equal to 20, then it is shifted to when p value is small and n value is 20, then it is shifted to like this, and when n is equal to 20 it is shifted to like this, and when n is equal to 40 it is shifted to towards right. Means if we increase the number of independent trials, then the curve will be shifted towards the right. So it is all about the binomial distributions. There are many applications of binomial distribution in statistics, as it gives rise to many distributions. Many applications of binomial distributions in real life also. So in case of discrete probability distributions, after the Bernoulli and binomial distributions, there comes a Poisson distribution, which is invented by the Poisson mathematician, and Poisson distribution is also known as the limiting case of the binomial distributions. As we know, binomial distribution, the ranges between x is the random variable and it follows a binomial distributions, and the range between which is 0 to n. But in case of Poisson distribution, it can be a large number of independent trials. Then let's understand this Poisson distributions by taking an example. If you work on a call center, then how many number of calls you are taking per day, or how many number of calls you are attended in a day, that must be any count or any number. Then you can if x is a random variable, then what is the possible values, what is the possible values of taking the if x is a random variable, then what are the possible values of the distribution or the random variable, that the number of times or number of calls you are attended is the possible values of x. Then in case of Poisson distribution, there are many examples of Poisson distribution, not exactly the telephone or telephonic exchange. In the Poisson distribution, there are many examples like the number of suicides attempt, or the number of suicide occur in a particular city, or the number of accident happened in a city per day or per area. Then the number of page errors, the number of errors in a page or in a book, that all are countable data, means that are count data. Then all these types of data, if you want to model all these types of data, then we can use the Poisson distributions, and it is applicable in a situation where events are occur at a random point of time and space, where the random point of time means it also denoted that the Poisson distribution is occur only the point of time and a space, means at a rate and the time. There are one parameter which is lambda, where lambda denotes the rate of the speed or the rate of the event, and the point of time which is equal to t, or t is known as your length of the time. Means in case of Poisson distributions, Poisson distribution is applicable where the event occur at a particular time and a space. Then but our focus is lie on the distribution on the event that it occur. So in case of Poisson distributions, there are certain assumption of distributions, like first one is any successful event should not influence the outcome of the another successful events, means the events are must independent of each other, that the any past event does not influence the any current event. Then the probability of success over a set interval must equal to the probability of success over a longer interval, means the probability of success must be equal for the shorter interval as equal to the longer interval, and n tends to infinity and p tends to 0, and np is equal to lambda, which is equal to n represents the number of independent trials, which is as the large number of trials, which is n tends to infinity, and p tends to 0 means the probability of success, which is tends to 0. If the number of trials are increased, then the probability of success is going to be 0, which is the np also known as the binomial distributions mean, which is the np is known as the binomial distributions mean, with np is equal to lambda, means the lambda is known as your rate or the rate of the event, and t is denoted as the time length. If all these assumptions are satisfied by distributions, then we can call it as a Poisson distributions, and Poisson distributions can occur at a very point of time and a space, that is lambda and t, where lambda denotes the rate of the event and t denotes the time length of the event. Let x is a random variable of Poisson, then you can call it as a x is a Poisson variate, and if x distribution is known as the probability distribution or the Poisson distributions if it follows the probability mass functions like e to the power minus lambda, lambda to the power s divided by x factorial, where the x values are lies between 0 to up to infinity, and the x values are vary up to a large number. We can, and the Poisson distributions always carry the non-negative values, means it always starts from the 0, and the binomial distributions also, and we know Bernoulli distributions are only two variates, which is equal to 0 and 1. And in case of the Poisson distributions, the mean is which is equal to the expected value, that is expectation of x is equal to lambda, and the variance is equal to variance of x is equal to lambda. As we put in the probability mass function e to the power minus lambda, lambda to the power x divided by x factorial, then we can get the expected value, that is lambda, and the variance, which is lambda. The properties of the Poisson distribution is like that the mean and variance of the Poisson distributions is always equal, that is lambda. There are many applications of Poisson distributions in real life and for the counting of the data, means suppose the counting of the number of books in the library or the another count data or the counting of the real life data, that we can use the Poisson distributions to model our data. And the discrete probability distributions, these three distributions like Bernoulli, binomial and Poisson distributions are very useful in all our daily life and all our DL life or real life data, and in statistics and in many subjects to model our data. And there are also many other distributions in discrete probability distributions, but these three distributions are very useful and very familiar in statistics. In the next class we will talk about the continuous probability distributions, that is the normal distributions, beta distributions and gamma distributions. Hope you will enjoy this video and can understand. Thank you.